Alright guys, it's time for round 3 of BDC. We're going to be at Teesside, a completely different layout to what we normally do at Teesside, but we'll get to that in a minute. For this video though, I want to do something a little bit different to my normal BDC videos. There'll still be all the usual GoPro helmet cam footage and me being terrible and swearing a lot probably. There'll still be all that as well, but I want to kind of just show you a bit more of what goes into actually doing a round of BDC, just all the little things, all the prep beforehand. Like right now we're about 3 days out from the event, and I'm already starting to kind of do some preparation stuff, so I figured I'll just show you all that this time, show you a bit more of what goes on actually at the event, and then stuff afterwards as well if necessary. But yeah, just kind of document it a bit better than I normally do. So, to start with, let's just clarify a couple of things. I compete in the Pro-Am, or the Pro 2 as it's called this year, championship in BDC. So I'm not at the pro level, and as such, the prep and the stuff that I do, like the organization and things that I do, and the amount of people and stuff that's involved, is going to be a lot less than a lot of other like teams. Because yeah, I'm not some big team or whatever, like I said, I'm just literally turning up. You'll see when we get to the track, I just turn up, dump the car off the trailer, and go get some food. Like that's me done. I want to just keep it as simple as possible. So yeah, it's currently Tuesday. The event is on, well, it starts on Friday. We've got practice day Friday. I'll flash up the schedule now so you guys can see what we get. And yeah, we've already kind of started the preparation for it. So we've already had to sign up for the event. There's all this stuff usually gets done in a Facebook group that only BDC can post in. So it's not just full of nonsense or anything. It's only like the important track stuff for BDC drivers. So they'll post like, you know, maybe a week in advance or something. They'll post the track map and the schedule and stuff like that. So this is the schedule, as you've just seen. We also get sent a diagram of the pits and everything like that to show us where we're going to be pitting, where the track's going to be, you know, all the entrances and stuff like that. And then we also get sent the track map. So we've just got that a couple of days ago, and I'm going to go through that now. So the track that we're at this time is Teesside, and if you've seen my videos before, you'll have seen me do this track plenty of times. But this is a completely different layout to the normal layout. So just for reference, normally we're starting about here, and we go all the way down this straight and then initiate into this big right-hander. We're not doing that this time. This time we're starting all the way back here, and we have a slightly shorter run-up. It's definitely not going to be as fast as that original layout, but it should still be decent speed going into here. And what they're going to do is set up a couple of cones on the inside here to try and force people to do like a weight shift or a flick entry, instead of just driving in like a straight line, just pulling the handbrake, because that looks pretty rubbish. So then we slow down a little bit coming into clip 1. They reckon it's not going to be much of a deceleration zone there, but we'll see. Then clip 1 is just a simple rear clip. Our rear wheels need to go through there, and then slide all the way around to clip 2. Rear wheels need to go through there as well. And then this is where it gets a little bit weird, is clip 3 is not right at the edge of the track. So we're going to transition, and then the rear wheels need to go through clip 3. But normally in drifting, you would just kind of run the outside line everywhere, so you'd run all the way to the extremes of the track. Here they want us just in the middle of the track for some reason. I guess it sets the line up better for the next section. But that's definitely going to be a little bit sort of unintuitive for me at least. And then we're going to transition again. So it's a very short drift at that point. Going through clip 3 is going to be very brief. And then transition again into clip 4, slow down a bit more into there apparently. As you can see by that red mark showing that it's a decel zone. And then this is where it gets really weird for me, is that we go around clip 4, but then halfway around the corner, we transition again, and then clip 5 is an inner clip. So our front wheels need to go through clip 5. And then from there on, it's pretty straightforward. Then that just puts you on a big arc to go through clip 6 and 7. 6 being an outside clip, so rear wheels go through that. And then 7 being an inner clip again. And then 8, and then transition into 9 and slow down a lot there. I've done the rest of it from there onwards at a previous round of BDC last year. Basically last year we started about here and then just did that whole track layout that you can see there up until the end, but we actually went all the way around the big corner at the end, that big left-hander, whereas now we're going to go through 9, 10, 11, all those, just running around the outside, transition after clip 11, real straightforward, run around the outside of clip 12 and 13, again just real sort of intuitive and straightforward, but then we're going to stop straight after clip 13, so we're not going to drift around the big bank. So yeah, that's the track layout. I'm not going to comment too much on it now because obviously until I've driven it I don't really know just from looking at this. But to help us get an idea of what exactly they're looking for from the line, they do give us a virtual demo. So this is on Assetto Corsa on the PC. Anyone can download the track layout with all the clipping points on. And yeah, they give us a kind of demo lap on there of someone doing a really good line, like what they want to see from us. So I'll play that for you guys now. So yeah, that's everything that we get before an event. I'll go through the track map and the virtual layout with my spotter Bryn, and we'll talk about things that I might struggle with, things we should focus on. Obviously, until we actually get to the track, we don't really know what it's going to be like though. So yeah, he's done a few practice laps on Assetto Corsa as well, just to get himself familiar with the track. And yeah, the only other thing that we have to do actually before the event is fill in the commentary information and a few bits about our car. I'll flash up a picture of that on the screen. It's not anything exciting, but that is one thing that we have to do, because they'll show the information about the car on the screen on the live stream. Or like when I go out and do my qualifying run, they'll show the information about my car, and same for battles. So yeah, now all there is left to do is actually prep the car. There's a few little things that I do before every event, which we'll go through in a minute. I've actually got 370 on the lift at the moment because I was just doing a couple of things on that, but we'll get 350 back on and we'll go through the little bits and bobs that I do before every event. I also have kind of run out of tyres. You can't really tell because it looks like there's loads of tyres there, but there isn't. They're all either for the 370 or they're dead or they're the wrong size because they were like old front tyres or whatever. So I haven't actually got any tyres left apart from 2 that are down there, which is definitely not going to last me a full BDC event. So I'm hoping the pallet of Westlake tyres that I've ordered is going to turn up tomorrow, but I guess we'll find out soon. So we have some good news. As you can see, we've got a big stack of tyres. Now we just got to get them into here, which is not going to be quite as easy as it sounds because we've not got that much room. I should probably go and dump all these old tyres that I've been waiting to get rid of. But yeah, we'll see what we can do. There we go, we've got a full, fresh set of tyres on there, stuck some on the tyre rack as well. So now all that's left to do, because it's the day before the event now, is just a couple of little things that I do before every event. Now obviously I've already had it up on the lift and checked everything over, make sure there's no leaks and no loose bolts, nothing obvious. So the first thing that I do is clean the windscreen, because we don't have washer bottles anymore. We still have wipers, but we don't have a washer bottle, so the windscreen does get pretty dirty during an event. So clean this every time before we start a new event. And then I also put a load of stuff on the inside of the windscreen, a load of anti-fog stuff, because the windows steaming up inside is the worst thing ever while you're drifting, because you can't see anything. Like, it's hard enough drifting in the rain as it is, but let alone not being able to see. And now we'll stick some of this stuff on it. Rain-X, I have no idea where this GoPro on my face is pointing, so I don't know what you can see, but you'll stick some Rain-X on it as well. And then because you've got to leave that to dry for a bit, while that's drying, we'll put some of this stuff on. Again, don't know what exactly you can see on the GoPro, but this is anti-fog stuff for the inside of the windscreen. This is an awkward one as well, because I feel like sometimes it ends up actually looking worse, like it has more sort of smears than when I started. But yeah, anything that helps stop it steaming up is a bonus. Another thing we've got to do is empty this catch can, because it does fill up quite quickly. Can you tell that I made this? You can definitely tell that I made this. It's in a terrible position, blocks this fan completely, but where the fuck else are you going to put it? There's no room in this engine bay. Obviously it would have been better over here, but these fans moved after I made this, and yeah, whatever, you don't care. What we're going to do though, because I put a little stopcock on the bottom of it, I'm going to shove this bottle down in there. I just like to empty it between each event, because if it gets completely full, it just overflows out of the breather hose, and then it gets real messy down there where it overflows. So, and what we're going to do is download and clear all the logs from the ECU, so that next time we check the ECU, the only data we're getting is from this event that we're just doing now. So yeah, it makes things a little bit easier. Delete everything on the ECU. Cool, so now there's nothing on the ECU, so we're all good. That was just the last few seconds of the logs that were on there. But yeah, we're all good. Line this all the way up. Fun fact for you as well, I once drove 30 miles with these keys just hanging out of there, because I forgot to take them out after I hooked the trailer up. So we've got to wind this all the way to the top, because otherwise the car bottoms out on the lip of the ramps, which is surprising because it's not even low on my car at all. And I have to take the front bumper off as well. You can do it with the front bumper on, but you end up just kind of smashing the front bumper into this lip on the ramp, and it kind of folds under the car sometimes. So I found it's easier now to just take the front bumper off. This is always fun doing this on your own as well, because you can't quite see if you're lined up on the trailer. And you have to just kind of YOLO it and hope you don't fall off. Just hope that I'm lined up and just keep going forward. And then just have a look out here. Let's see when I'm lined up with that, and we should be good. Sticking in gear, pump the brakes a load of times, put the locking handbrake on that doesn't actually lock anything, and then we'll get out and strap her down. Obviously we'll get more on the front as well, so nice and tight on the back. And then we are good to just stick some tools in the back of there. Oh, actually no, still need to put the front bumper on, but not forget that. Front bumper coming through. Just cram my head in here somewhere. Get it all lined up. Cool. That's in. Cool. So now we've just got a cable tie up. I used to use the proper like rubber things that came with these quick release clips, but honestly cable ties are a million times better, so I just started using them. But like this big gap here, those rubber things wouldn't have like closed that up. Whereas with cable ties, you can get pretty close. Yeah, that looks a lot better, doesn't it? Cool. Close that down. Smash these boys closed. Stick some tools in the back of there, and then we're finally ready to go to the track. She's grand. So yeah, that's it for unloading stuff. Pretty painless this time. I think because we had a big open space there, because we got here early, it's not turned out too bad. And yeah, just gonna go get some food now. Then the next thing you'll see will be tomorrow morning at like 7:30 in the morning, where I will be tired as fuck. All right, it's cold, it's early. I'm not happy about any of this, but we just got to the track, so we're gonna go get the briefing done, and I'll update you guys on any interesting points in the briefing in a minute. So we just got back from the briefing. Not too much to say really. It was quite a short and sweet briefing. They'll do a longer one tomorrow, I'm sure. Yeah, everyone's just warming the cars up and stuff. But we are going to go do a quick track walk now, because we're actually allowed on the track for the next 20 minutes. Right, so that's the start line up there. That white dotted line you can see about there. That is to separate the lead car and the chase car on this run up. These tyres that you can see here, that's just to force the lead car to do a bit of a flick entry. This is clip 1, and then all the way here is clip 2. So it's actually a lot further and a lot wider of a corner than I thought. Like clip 1 is a long way from clip 2. So I think we're going to have to go a lot faster than I was expecting there. And then I will scoot up here and show you where clip 3 is. So this is clip 3, which isn't as far sort of in the middle of the track as it looked like it was on the track diagram. Like it's still like this white line here to kind of show that's the edge of the track. We've got to do a transition about here somewhere, and then rear wheels go through this, slide around here, apparently slow down a lot in this section here, and then get into clip 4 with our rear wheels. So another transition about here somewhere, transition, and then rear wheels go into this clip. Then we kind of like mid-track, I think, through here, and then do another transition somewhere around here. Like, it's gonna be very weird. It's actually quite downhill as well. I bet the camera's not picking this up, but this bit here is like sloping downhill quite a lot. And then this is where inside clips, we've got to do another transition somewhere here, and then inside wheels go through that clipping point there, and then outside wheels go through that clipping point over there. So yeah, it's a long distance. I've never really walked this track, to be fair. Like even when we do the normal layout, so I bet it normally seems quite mad, to be fair. But yeah, it's surprising how much distance you cover in a car when you're flooring it. Who would have thought? So yeah, inside wheels through there, slide all the way around here. Again, that seems a really long distance to get from there all the way to here. So yeah, rear wheels through that, and then front wheels through this clip up here. I'm not going to bother walking like all the way around the rest of it because it's pretty straightforward. But yeah, once you get through here, rear wheels. These lines, by the way, so they call this the A line, this the B line, and this the C line. So if your rear wheels are on this line here, you lose a couple of points because you're on the C line. Ideally, you want your rear wheels to be right on this A line, but obviously that's very hard to do without going slightly off the track, and then you're losing points. So that's where the skill comes in, obviously. So yeah, sliding all the way around here, inside wheels or front wheels going through that inside clip there, and then rear wheels going through that clip there, and then transition into 9, and then the rest is, like I say, pretty straightforward, just running around the outside of a load of hairpins, and then finish about there. So yeah, it looks pretty mad, like being here on the track on foot. We'll see how it is in the car. So Bryn's here, we're just checking everything's tight. This is Spotter Bryn. Hello Spotter Bryn. Yeah, he's going to be spotting from, actually, where are you going to be spotting from?
Everywhere.
Everywhere, he's going to be spotting from everywhere. He's omnipotent, is Bryn. And yeah, helping out with any problems in the pits. Team Tired hoodie, representing. I like it, I like it. So yeah, we're going out for the first laps of practice now. We'll see how we get on. Right, we're off to do the first laps of practice. Let's see what happens. Bryn's getting the Instagram content, because that's what we're all here for, really, let's be honest. Apparently, we can go straight through here. Oh, that is tight, it wasn't kidding. Here's where I crashed my car before we actually get on track. That'd be new even for me. Oh, that is really fucking tight, Jesus Christ. Thought I was losing my wing mirror there. What? No, they have just stopped. This isn't the queue. I don't know what the fuck's going on. Why is everyone just stopping? I don't understand. Well, we've lost half the grid before we got to the start line. I'm pretty sure that means we win. Yeah, I think we need to try a bit more pressure in these tyres, because that's fucking grippy. Oh, fucking hell. Fucking hell, okay, so we've put a bit more pressure in these tyres and it's made a big difference. It's a lot more slippy now. So Bryn has just mentioned something on the radio to me, that they've changed. I mean, you're not going to be able to see this, I doubt at all, but they've just put a post up in the drivers group saying that they've changed clip 4 to be an inner clip rather than an outer clip, and they've moved it forward a bit. So yeah, that's quite a difference. It's going to be a bit weird now because we're going to have to ignore the actual clipping point on the ground and focus on using these tyres. Again, I'm sorry if you can't see this at all. Focus on using these tyres and the cone as an inner clip there. I'm not sure what that means for the rest of the line around that whole section, like where we do the transition after that, but I'm sure they'll tell us at lunch a bit more detail about that. But yeah, that's quite a big change to the layout. We're starting to get the grips with it now. That was like the third lap, I think. It was still a couple of unnecessary handbrake pulls, but at least, you know, we linked the whole lap together. I did go off at the very last corner onto the concrete. That's quite deceptive there, how easily you end up on that rumbly concrete bit. But yeah, that's for like the third or fourth lap of the day. That's feeling okay. My steering column's moved. What the fuck? that happened? Don't do that. Jesus Christ. If that happens in the middle of a run, that's not going to be good. Again, even though I really tried not to that time. Yeah, that whole transition after clip 4, I'm making a hash of that. I need to do it earlier, but it's just awkward to get the timing of slowing down, like getting clip 3, getting clip 4, and doing a transition and slowing down at the right time, and getting on the right line for 5. There's a lot going on in like a really short space of track. So yeah, I'm struggling a bit with that, but also I don't think I'm getting clip 2. I'll check the exterior GoPro footage now and see how close we got to that. So if the GoPro actually wants to work, which it rarely does, we'll see if we're going to look at that footage. There we go. So I don't know if you guys can see this at all. We'll see how we were looking on clip 2 and clip 1, to be fair. Like, I don't really know where I am on clip 1, so let's have a look. Oh, we only just got clip 1. Maybe just got 2. We could actually get the inner clip there on 5. Oh yeah, did I go off track? Oh, we nailed 8. Or 9, sorry. We nailed 10. But then yeah, missed. Just got 11. Yeah, okay, that wasn't as bad as I thought, but yeah, definitely missed clip 1 and 2, so I need to go wider out for clip 1 for sure. So yeah, it's really handy using this GoPro like this because I wouldn't have known that. Obviously Bryn's spotting, but he can only see certain clips from certain angles, so it's really good to have an extra thing there to see. So we've had a little bit of an issue. Oh, I forgot to tell you, I went off track between 1 and 2. That might be what did that.
Yeah, that's what did that.
You think that's what did that? I didn't realise she was that skewiff, to be honest. Oh yeah, because it's popped out around the headlight here. That's going to be it's going to be an issue. We might have to take the headlight out to get that in nicely. Right, yeah, sorry, yeah. It's the headlight for the back. The headlight for the back. Loads of room. We're a bit dark. Let's brighten you up a bit.
I don't know why I'm doing that.
I don't know why you're doing that. I wish you'd stop. Hey!
Off she pops.
Off she pops. I'm gonna line this bottom bit up at all. Yeah, you're good down here. Oh. What is this?
How are you feeling so far?
I think, for me, pretty good. Like, I normally struggle quite a bit, don't I? So I think considering we've done 6 laps, I think it's going pretty well.
How are you getting on with the line? What do you think is the more difficult sections, and what are the bits that you like or you're good at?
The bit I like is the fast section between 5, 6, 7. You're just flooring it all the way through there, and it feels like you're going to be going way too fast by the time you get to 9, but you still slow it down. In fact, we were just saying, I'm slowing down and then realising I'm going too slow and then accelerating again, so it's a bit weird. So I need to get out of that and just get more confident on the brakes. But yeah, the bit I don't like is clip 3 and 4. Like, it's just hard to slow down enough and time the transitions for 5, so that's the main bit to focus on, I think. So we've got a couple of laps left in these tyres, so we'll go out and finish them off.
Turns out we're not as ready as we thought we were. Need some more fuel. Chris's favourite activity, putting some fuel in it.
Love putting some fuel in it. Also, this gazebo needs to be a bit higher, as I am banging the edge. I mean, I sound ungrateful for the free gazebo that Liz has given us, don't I?
Free Zevo?
Free gazebo, exactly.
Cool. Right, can we go now?
Cool, now we can go.
Cool.
Yeah, I've stuck a GoPro on both sides now, so now I can actually see all the clips. Who needs a spotter, eh? Sorry, Bryn, I love you. Not sure that was really enough of a burnout, to be honest, considering they've been sat getting cold over lunch the whole time. We'll see. Fucking hell!
Oh, fucking hell. Oh my god, shut up, Chris. Okay, so we're up on the bank with Adele. This is Biz's spotter. We're going to watch some runs from here and really pick apart what the guys are doing. And I'll show you a bit of what spotting's like. The most critical part where people seem to be struggling is between 3, 4 and 5 here. You need to come out of 2 early to transition early through 3 and not drift through it too long, which means you can get to 4 nice and early, midline through the bus stop, and then hit 5 on the inside. Ricky Lawrence is coming out now. He's been doing a nice line, so let's watch this. Slowing it down with the angle. That was decent, not as good as I have been seeing him. Chris is next, so we'll see what his run's like. It's 2, 3 is nice. That was A or B line. But good here. Good on the inside clip. Shallow on 6. That was C line at best. Nice into 9. There's a big braking zone there. That looked good, B or A line. Nice.
That. Ah, oh, fuck's sake, that was going alright. Oh. That was going alright, and then I just fucked into 9. I needed to carry more speed, which is wild, because you feel like you're going so fast coming through 8. But I was just like, I gave it a tiny bit of handbrake, and then was just completely off everything. Not braking, not handbraking, just clutching. And it still didn't make it all the way out to like the edge of that hairpin, that first tight hairpin. weird. Around the fast section, it felt like we were running out of power. Like I was flooring it and it didn't seem to be doing what I was expecting. Right, so I looked at the video that Bryn took from outside, and yeah, you can see there's just no smoke coming from the tyres around that fast section this time, whereas there has been before. So yeah, the car definitely was struggling there for some reason. Quite nervous about that happening again, because that's like a really fast part of the track where you need the car to behave exactly like it should. We're going to come in after this lap anyway to change tyres, so we'll check everything over to make sure there isn't like a stuck brake caliper or anything. That's all I can think. I did notice when I set off to do the burnout that it struggled to get the tyres spinning as quick, but I just thought, oh, maybe I just didn't dump the clutch enough, you know what I mean? Like, didn't really think anything of it. Again around that section, but then absolutely fine everywhere else. What the fuck? Oh, that's nice when she shuts up. It's like the wife, isn't it? When she finally shuts up, you know what I mean?
Oi!
Right, just changing wheels and checking pressures. We've been out all afternoon. Car's seems to have developed a little bit of an issue where it's down on power through the fast section, but we're not sure why, whether it was just a bit low on fuel or whether it was too hot or whether there's another issue there.
There's not really a lot we can do other than put more fuel in it. Well, we're out of fuel now, so we put what we had left in it and then just go out and see if it happens again. We won't know if it's better now. We won't know if that's because it's got more fuel in or because things are cooled down. Like if it was like a brake caliper seizing on or a brake line getting too hot and putting the brake on, we're not really going to know. So we'll just have to play it by ear, see what happens really, and then maybe try and get some more fuel, because this practice day goes on until 6. I thought I finished at 5. It's now like 4:30. So yeah, we're trying to decide whether we can go get more fuel or not in time. But yeah, we'll figure it out. I reckon.
You reckon you can do it?
Tap's closed. That's closed. So we hoik her up.
Just your nubbin.
Just stick the tip. We crank this bitch, and then we pop this bitch. Where's the other bitch gone? There she is. And then it gets a bit messy. You know, you haven't had a good time if your fingers aren't wet, have you? You know. Yeah, I don't turn monetization on anyway. So it's fine.
Good guy Chris doesn't monetize his YouTube videos.
Mainly because I know they'll get demonetized anyways. I'm like, I'll beat you to it. It's a race, YouTube. That's good when it works, isn't it? That's real good. I like that. Might get one of them.
Yeah, I think you might.
Yeah, these tyres were real grippy. I think maybe we didn't put quite as much pressure in these. Why's my fuel say 0 again? What do you fucking mean? There we go, now it's woken up. That worries me a bit, but whatever. We'll just assume it's the sender, not the actual fuel level. I mean, it can't be the actual fuel level because it can't have gone up and down that much. Ignore me. It's late. I'm tired. I wish I was asleep right now. So they just put a sign up saying this is the last lap of the day. So unfortunately, we're only going to get one more crack at it. Felt really grippy on that last lap. We haven't had time obviously to change pressures, so we're just going to go out and I'll just try and clutch kick it a bit more, I guess. more grippy for some reason. Like, these tyres have literally got like 1 psi less than we've been running all day. But just, the whole track just feels like twice as grippy as before. Yeah, that really caught me out. I don't think I was even drifting through like the last section. Not through the last section, sorry, through the middle section. I was flooring the throttle, waiting for it to kick in. I mean, it could be that whatever this problem was that was causing us to lose power through the fast section is still there and it's sapping a bit of power or making it a bit harder. It does seem a bit weird that like I'm struggling now on very similar tyre pressures to actually keep them spinning, but I don't know, it felt like just 2 grippy tyres, do you know what I mean? Like I've felt that plenty of times. Didn't feel so much like it was the car struggling, just that there was too much grip. But yeah, with it happening straight after all those problems we've had with losing power, I don't know. So yeah, that's the end of the practice day. I'll go grab the laptop and then we'll check the ECU logs, see if we can see anything obvious wrong there. And yeah, that's pretty much all we can do really. Go fill up 2 more jerry cans full of fuel tonight, and we'll be ready for tomorrow.